Good evening and welcome to the Genea Netball Centre for round 3 of the Premier League. I'm Brittany Carter. Big game coming up in front of us on the Showcourt tonight. We can't wait to bring it to you here live on Bar TV. The 2017 Premiers, UTS St George Parks under-20s up against the Stingrays. There's a huge rivalry between these two clubs, separated by just Tom Ugley's Bridge and the Georges River. They're as close as it gets, and while the Sparks have been more successful in the younger age group in Premier League history, the talent in both of these sides is next level exciting. Both the Rays and UTS got a taste for a win last week, so they'll be hoping to turn that into a streak with tonight's result. Just running through the teams quickly for the Stingrays, Vicky Kerr, head coach, has selected Laura Davenport in goal shooter with Ricky McRae in goal attack, Courtney Jones in wing attack, Genevieve Mexted in centre, Caitlin McComb in wing defence, Tegan Holland goal defence, and Chloe Paul in goalkeeper, as the Sparks are about to get underway with the centre pass here. Caitlin Campbell started with the ball at centre, Chase Vassallo wing attack for the Sparks, Georgia Westwood goal attack, Kaimani Swenke in goal shooter, Jess Bowden wing defence, Maddie Hilton goal defence, and Ash Selwyn rounds out the UTS St George Sparks with goalkeeper Regan Tweddle, their coach. So we've already seen a turnover from the Stingrays on a Sparks centre as Ricky McRae goes up, tries to pop it over the top to Laura Davenport. And she'll get a go right in front. First goal of the match, the Stingrays up by 1. And it's their centre. Big turnover to start the match. Outside on the pocket, Ricky McRae, a little bounce pass to Courtney Jones. Top of the circle now, another little pop over the top. Little lob pass, just floats one to Lauren Davenport. Up by 2. This is a good start for the Stingrays. Georgia Westwood to Caitlin Campbell now. Right channel, inside. Georgia Westwood in the pocket, goes over the top. Caitlin Campbell now, trying to push through. She's got the ball back. She'll have to go long. They're desperate here, the Sparks. Pressure building. They can't get it into this circle here. And Georgia Westwood decides she'll just have a crack from a long way out. Pretty good shot too. 2-1. Stingrays over the Sparks. Stingray centre. Jones. Long ball to Mexted. Come back for 2. Heavy contact on Laura Davenport there. Means she gets the ball top of the circle. Offloads to Ricky McRae. They'll make it 3. Running through Chase Vassallo for the centre pass. Georgia Westwood up over the top. Kaimani Swenke. Fast passage of play from the Sparks. They can turn it on quickly. And they've added a goal to the tally. 3-2. Ash Selwyn coming through. Just couldn't get in front. Over the top now. Turnover. Jones on Campbell. Right, the Sparks heading up the court. Trying to capitalise on this effort. Vassallo, they're stuck in this mid-court at the back end. Good pass to Georgia Westwood. Caitlin Campbell, knocked over on the edge of the circle, will get a free pass. Georgia Westwood, quick little give and go. Free shot. Taking it again. It's popped out. Oh, that's unfortunate for the Stingrays. Pretty good defence from Tegan Holland. Kaimani Swenke now. 3-all. So the Sparks have been able to turn over the start really quickly and evened up the score despite losing that first centre pass. Quick work between Campbell and Westwood. Great intercept from the Stingrays as they push up the court, and then we've seen the same from the Sparks. Turnover for turnover. Just stacking on the pocket on the outside edge. Sparks are happy. Swenke's got it. She's missed it. Late charge for the rebound made Stingrays. The ball's popped over the edge and they've got a free pass in. Jones, McRae. She goes cross court. Nice feeding, quick timing from the Stingrays. Davenport, little way out. Held ball. Good pressure from the Sparks up their defence end. Long balls from the Sparks here. Vassallo goes into the middle channel. Now Caitlin Campbell will pop one over the top for Kaimani Swenke. Strong. And through the net. The Sparks are in front for the first time this match. There's been a quick, swift change in momentum. Jones looking to feed. Davenport forced out of the circle. Mexted gets it into McRae now. They're going to have to keep moving. They're stuck behind the Sparks defenders. And Davenport does just that, finds some room at the top of the circle. They're level again, 4-all. 5 minutes gone. Fast start from both sides. Vassallo goes backwards. Long ball. Caitlin Campbell. Westwood floating a pass over the top to Swenke. Easy does it. 5-4. Sparks are out. Nice hands from Maddie Hilton, although the ball has popped out the side. So Rays get another chance here. McRae, Jones in the pocket, doesn't know what to do here because she can't go over the top. And they're being gifted a free pass inside the circle here. McRae adding to the Stingrays' little bank of goals. 5-all, going goal for goal after that incredible start from the Rays, being able to turn over. The Sparks centre. Swenke now, not happy with where she is. Goes over the top. Vassallo. Nice passage of play. Had her back turned. Didn't stop her, Swenke. Good knowledge of where the ball was going to come. Jones now. Davenport in the pocket. Pushes back to Jones. They're stuck in this corner here. The two are just going to have to do all the work. Good pressure from the Sparks in the defensive circle. Throw in McRae. Jones has got it. Nobody's free. Little tip from Davenport. And the Sparks are straight on it. They can't get into the midcourt. There's no options there. They're stuck in this defensive third. Caitlin, held ball. The pressure is mounting here. The Stingrays doing very well. Turning on the counter defence. Little bounce pass, edge of the circle. And McRae will offload. Davenport just waiting on the other side of the net. She makes it 6-all. This is a tight contest so far. Vassallo, Westwood just pops it over the top. Back to Caitlin Campbell. Long one, hoping it'll get to Kaimani Swenke. Nice little outside tip from Tegan Holland. And it means the Sparks will get a throw in from the baseline. Westwood, quick work with Vassallo on the edge. It was smart play. She's missed it. Holland is straight on the rebounds. McComb goes lateral now. They're stuck. Heading up now, fast work. Davenport takes a bit of a wayward pass, but they've got there. She's under the net, Ricky McRae, and she's up and through. 7-6, Stingrays back in front. Mexted straight to Jones. Little dummy. She'll go straight to the shooter who's waiting right next to the post. Cuts out all the mess in the middle. Caitlin Campbell starts off the Sparks centre. Vassallo to Campbell. Westwood in the pocket. Has to go back. There's been some great defensive play from both sides so far. Swenke. Easy does it. Brings the Sparks back within one. Mexted. McComb lost hand of it, but gathered it again. Davenport coming out. She's been a good option in the shooting. Ricky McRae unable to pull the ball in. And Ash Selwyn will get the throw in from the baseline. Jess Bowden calling for it. Bounce pass comes off Caitlin Campbell's feet. That's really unlucky. Davenport quick to pick it up. Mexted to Jones. Cross court now. Davenport's come out again. She'll have to get back in. Easy little give from Jones along the ground. And Ricky McRae on the baseline shot. 9-7. They make it 2 in front. Just keeping a little buffer over the Sparks with 5 and almost a half minutes of play in this first quarter. Bowden. Probably wishful thinking with that pass. The Stingrays able to get in front. Doesn't matter, they've got the throw in now. Westwood, up and over. Caitlin Campbell in the pocket, the captain. Swanky, not happy with where she is. Moving, right in front, split stance. Strong through the net, back within 1. Toing and froing the score. Mexted, quick to McRae. She'll have to go back to McComb. There's a little tip in there from Chase Vassallo. Stingrays, free pass. Holland, Jones. Stuck for an option. McComb gives her 1. The midcourt. McRae goes back to Mexted. Davenport's come out. All right, Jones with the free pass. Top of the circle, straight to McRae. Nice little rollover. The body of Ash Selwyn just to get some free space. Sparks centre. Can they come back to within 1 again? Vassallo to Bowden. Westwood, Vassallo. Still looking for an option. They're stuck here. They're going to have to be a bit quicker off the ball. Westwood working in overdrive, trying to find some space. There's some good defense from the Stingrays. She's inside the circle, Westwood. Coming a little bit closer now, right under the post on the inner channel side. And it's 10-9. Jones. Stuck. Goes back. McComb. Davenport. She's got patience, Jones. Making some really great decisions and just holding on that fraction longer. Checking all the options. McRae. Won't miss. Her back in front by 2. Put me on repeat. Vassallo working extra hard, cutting, driving to get the centre pass. They're pushing up. Swanky. Free shot or pass. 11-10. Mexted to Jones. Looking to keep this roll going. Nice work from Jess Bowden. Unfortunately, she's been pulled up and over. Ricky McRae finding some space behind. A defense. Maddie Hilton, she did really well to just pop back and get some space for that ball. Campbell, Vassallo. Easy that time to come out for the centre pass. Less work. Swanky, she's in a good position in front of the defense. And she'll finish it with a goal. Within 1, 12-11. Stingrays over the Sparks. McRae calling for it. She'll go to Jones across the transverse line. Davenport, quick little give. Jones back to Davenport. A 2, toing and froing. Ball goes over the top. Ricky McRae's got to run backwards. Step. Turnover. Sparks ball. This is big. Can they bring it to 12-all? Big pass. Westwood now goes back to Vassallo. Caitlin Campbell, quick work off the ball. That's excellent. Swanky a little bit frustrated with the contact. $12-all. Big play from the Sparks. Good pressure up the defensive circle, and they've got a centre pass next. Vassallo. Westwood now. Caitlin Campbell doing a lot of work off the ball, driving hard, finding space. She must be tired. Swanky's got it. And they're in front, the Sparks. 1 minute left and they're up by 1. This is big. McComb now. Stuck for an option. She'll go long. Tegan Holland. Jones. Davenport trying to score quickly, the Stingrays. They've got 45 seconds on the clock. Passing from the baseline. And now a penalty, edge of the circle. Davenport popping out. If they're not careful, this clock will tick over before they can get back in front. Ricky McRae. 13 all. Game on. 20 seconds on the clock. What we'll see here, the Sparks going to capitalise easy with this play. Nice work from Westwood. Just waiting for the umpire's call. Another shot here. 1 second on the board. 13 all. Well, what a start it's been tonight between the UTS St George Sparks and the Sutherland Stingrays. This is a really great contest. Toing and throwing for the lead. Can't wait to see what the second quarter brings. We'll be back in a moment. Well, both coaches tipped that this was going to be a tough match, and they've been right so far. It's 13-all between the Sparks and the Stingrays. We've seen some changes to their lineup already for the Stingrays. As we see Jones pop one over to Mexted. Jones, freakishly long arms, just pulling the ball in for someone her size, and Ricky McRae will finish the job. First goal scored by the Stingrays in the second quarter. The changes, Alex Bolton comes on at wing defence. Maddie Boyling comes into goal defence, and Tegan Holland goalkeeper, which means Chloe Paul's come off. Nice work between Vassallo and Westwood. Just getting some space closer to the net. She's missed. Doesn't miss many. Swanky on the rebound, finishes the job. Nice little high five knowing she's got her back. So there's no changes for the Sparks. They're happy. Jones, long ball. Wow, accuracy is fantastic. Davenport was in a good position, but McRae was calling for it. They make it 2. Stingrays 15-14 the Sparks. Campbell to Swanky. Little flick, floats over the top of the ring. Missed opportunity. Stingrays pick it up. Boiling, long ball to Mexted. Jones. Davenport running out to the pocket. She's done a lot of work off the ball tonight already. Ricky McRae up and in. 16-14. They're up by 2. And it's a Stingray centre. This is a big start for the second quarter. Bolton, Jones. Davenport always coming out. Little tip and it's missed. Maddie Hilton's jumped on it. Ash Selwyn back to Hilton. Selwyn desperate for someone. Bowden gives back to Hilton. Oh, there's been a mix-up. Calling for someone. Where are you, Sparks? And Courtney Jones says, I'm here. She grabs the intercept. They move up the court. Davenport, give and go, no look to Jones. Wait, little way out. Missed. Outside arm means that the Sparks pick it up. Jones working very hard with her defence. 3 feet. Tips the ball out. Sparks throw in. Campbell. Selwyn calling for it desperately. A lot of yelling being done. Campbell's not expecting it. This is a mess at the moment. Selwyn. Hilton. Bowden looking for the next person. Westwood a little bit calmer. She comes out. There's 3 people there. Not sure what's happening with their defence at the moment. Westwood pops the ball up. There's a good little hand from Tegan Holland behind, and she tips it in front and into her Stingray's hands. Davenport now. She's got time. Mexted gives her someone. Well, that was very un-Sparks-like. I think they're all confused about how that happened. In front, Davenport. The difference 3. Stingrays up 17-14. Second quarter, under-20s Premier League. Caitlin Campbell, little turn. She'll give it to Swanky. So calmly, so cool. Bolton running through. Boiling to Jones. Gives it to Davenport. Jones to Davenport all night. All right, McRae. Baseline shot. Favours the right hand. It favours it going in. 18-15. Lead by 3. Westwood. Sandwich between 2 Stingrays players. Still gets the ball. Vassallo pops it quickly. Nice timing of the feed. Swanky. Again. Not happy. Not fast. Very cool, calm and collected. Jones for the centre pass. Davenport now. It's going to be Sparks' ball. Baseline. Selwyn calling for someone. Hilton. Selwyn. Bowden. Little tip from Jones. Wow, she's been great already. The vice-captain showing her team how it's done. Davenport finishing the job as she has done for much of this game so far. 19-16, they're up by 3, the Stingrays. Westwood goes back. Vassallo through the mess. Free pass or shot, Sparks. Westwood pops it up. Swanky. She's missed a few tonight. Westwood's out as she tries to bat it back in, so it's a Stingrays throw in. Baseline. Holland. Bolton contact from behind. She'll give it to Holland to take. Pushing up the outside channel. Stingrays, options. Jones. Fantastic player, just cutting and driving all day. Pops it up. Ricky McRae. Pops out. Jones, of course, is on it. Davenport. Long way in. Swish. 20-16. The Stingrays lead the Sparks. They're up by 4 now, and it's their centre pass. Just waiting for the call, Jones. Bolton will take the penalty. Mexted. Davenport easy running forward. Nice hands. One-handed pass from Ricky McRae. Davenport. It's all right. They'll get it back with the contact. Good hold from Ash Selwyn. Sparks centre. Vassallo quick to try and make something. Mix up with the pass. Stingrays ball. Turnover. Boiling to Bolton. Jones, outside channel. Davenport in the pocket. Stuck for an option. She'll go over the top to Jones. Up to Ricky McRae. Lovely feed. Perfect placement of the ball. 22-16. This is a pretty big lead now. We've still got just under 8 minutes to play. This time Ricky McRae popped out. Davenport is inside the circle. She'll give it to Mexted. Over the top. Ricky McRae, long arms pulling it in. Ball's missed. Jones cleans it up. She'll give it to Davenport in front. And it's through. 23-16. Well, the Stingrays beat the Central Coast hard only by 2 goals last week, and Central Coast have been touted as the team to beat by many. Little tip from Alex Bolton. Some nice defence, disturbing the play. And so far tonight, they've been a standout over last year's premiers. Campbell floating a pass up and over to Swanky. Really nice placement. She's in front, Swanky. She'll give the Sparks a goal. They're still a fair way off heading into halftime. We've still got 6 minutes 50 seconds, so plenty of time. Be interesting whether the momentum swings again. Ricky McRae, long ball over the top of the circle. Mexted will give it back, same area. Davenport this time. She'll go back to Jones. Good defense from UTS. Nice positioning of the body from Ricky McRae. And there's a step. Davenport, she's unhappy. Shake of the head. Here's a Sparks opportunity. Will they come forward for the ball, or will they lose it again? Hilton now to Campbell. Vassallo, cross court. Campbell's there, in the air. Hands from Boiling. Swanky wasn't watching. Have asked her to take it inside the circle. She was listening to the umpire. Good girl. Westwood misses the shot. Swanky. There's a lot happening. Sparks get the goal. That's the main thing. 23-18. And it's their centre pass. So turning over the ball, creating an opportunity, and now let's see if they can convert their centre. Swanky can. 23-19. They're coming back. 4 goals the difference. 5 minutes 20 on the clock. Still plenty of time in this second quarter. McRae goes back. Bolton's on the transverse line. She gives it to Jones. The hands of Caitlin Campbell get in the way. And she'll force a turnover. Sparks trying to shift the momentum here. Trying to claw their way back into this quarter. Long pass. All right, Campbell's got it. Edge of the circle. Up and over. Vassallo, tip from Bolton. Good contest in the air. Clean contest. And we'll see Sparks with the throw-in on the baseline. Westwood now gives it to Campbell. She's top of the circle. Westwood popping through just behind her player right at the right time. Missed again, though. She hasn't been as accurate as usual tonight. Boiling. Up and over. Bolton in the middle. Oh, she loses it. Sparks are straight on the crumbs. Westwood, she's in the circle. Gives it back. Oh, nice work. Lovely feed from Caitlin Campbell. Strong arms from Kaimani Swanky. There's Sparks really pushing back. Vassallo, top of the circle. Nice feed. Good positioning of the body from Swanky. Back to the ball, but eyes on it. Mexted. This is a Stingray centre. Can they convert this one? No. The pressure's got to them. McRae with a step. And despite the great performance they've had in this second quarter, the Sparks are really gaining momentum. Tegan Holland with a clear head just cleans the ball up. McRae looking around. Who's there? Oh, lovely ball. Davenport underneath. All the mid-quarters just standing watching, knowing she's rock solid. She's going to get that one in. The lead is 3. 3 minutes 18 on the clock till halftime. Westwood now. Vassallo gives it to Campbell. Up and over. Swanky in front. That was too easy. Holland, while she's been good, might have to change up the position of the body. Jones with Ricky McRae has it back now. Davenport. Jones again, stuck for an option. Keep moving. Stingrays. Ricky McRae pops out. Jones, in a desperate attempt, gives it to Mexted. Up and over. Davenport, baseline. And Ricky McRae will get a penalty right next to the net. 25-22, 3 goals. That's it. Good contest between Bolton. She ends up with the ball. She gives it to Davenport. Jones gives it to McRae. She's in front. Missed. Good rebounds from all involved. A lot of effort as Sparks ends up with the ball with a throw-in at the baseline. Campbell now asking for people to come forward. The captain, Vassallo, looking for an option. She'll go back to Campbell. And Vassallo again. They're going to have more options here. Westwood. Kaimani Swanky with Campbell as the assist. 25-23. There's only 2 goals difference now. Jones, centre pass. Up and over. She's been good, Jones. She's in the pocket, over the top. Davenport. Again to Jones. Again to Davenport. She just bounces and offloads to Mexted. Same with her. Lovely swish. Flick of the wrist, up and in. Fair way out. 26-23. She makes it 3. Up and over. Westwood, easy as she likes. For the centre pass. Oh, Vassallo on the ground. Does well to regather herself, but just needed maybe a little bit longer to get a composure. Ball goes over the back line. Holland to Bolton. Boiling. Holland again. Up the outside channel. Jones calling for it. Long ball. Davenport straight to McRae. Lovely fast work by the Stingrays. They make it 4. 40 seconds on the clock. Stingrays up and over. Jones feeding right under the net every time. And you have to wonder why the Stingrays are so easy to... It's been so easy for them to get it there. Yeah, Westwood, little shake of the head, isn't happy with how things are going, and that ball just sums up some of the mistakes. Boiling to Jones, pressure from the back. Quick work by the Stingrays. There's 5 seconds on the clock. They're trying to add another, and they do. 29-23. That'll be all she wrote for halftime. Stingrays being level with the Sparks, 13-all in the first break, have now come out flying, and they're up by 6. Pretty good contest on our hands. And they're all pretty happy with themselves. Plenty of high fives around. All right, we must give a shout out to the coach of the under-20 Stingrays, Vicky Kerr. On the long weekend, she was given an Order of Australia medal for all her work in the Sutherland Shire in netball. And just to look back at her career, she's had a phenomenal career in netball. So for the New South Wales Netball Open team, she was the captain back in 1973. She was the vice captain from 1974 to 1977. A player, obviously, during that time from 1971 to 1978. And head coach of the New South Wales Under-21s team from 1982 to 1990. Doesn't stop there. For her association, the Sutherland Shire Netball Association, she's been a life member since 1985 and is obviously a coach ongoing there, coaching the under-20s. She played for Cronulla RSL Netball Club in the 1980s. She's a volunteer and fundraiser for Camp Quality since 2004. And she was inducted into the New South Wales Netball Hall of Fame in 2014. So incredible, and she was very humble when I congratulated her on the phone in the lead up to this match. Thoroughly deserves the Order of the Australian Medal. There was another heap of netball ladies to get the same reward on the Queen's birthday. Clara Hicks from Randwick, which is a feeder club to the UTS St George Sparks. Sharon Kelly from Norse, and the late Dot Lockwood from Tamworth. So it just shows that this competition is actually more than a pathway for players. There's plenty of people involved as well. There's a pathway for umpires, officials and coaches. So Hayley Burgess, along with Chris Hall, was endorsed for her National A umpiring badge at Premier League last week. Last Wednesday, Hayley is from the Sutherland Shire Netball Association. And also a massive congratulations to Robin Glennon, who was awarded her National Bench Officials Accreditation last night at Premier League. And when I say last night, I'm reading, so it's last Wednesday. So fantastic job for Robin and Hayley Burgess, especially with the Sutherland Stingrays out here on court today. Very closely linked with Netball New South Wales. And while we're talking about the Sutherland Shire Netball Association, it's actually Crazy Hair and Sock Day this Saturday at Miranda. So all money raised will go to the Kids Cancer Project, and they're encouraging all netballers to dress up and give a gold coin donation with their crazy hair and crazy socks. So if you're listening and you're playing this weekend, make sure you get out those funny ones that you probably only ever wear to bed. You can wear them to netball this weekend. Get out the hairspray, the coloured hairspray, and bring a gold coin donation. All right, not long till we're back with more under-20s Premier League action here. Third quarter coming up. Currently the Stingrays leading the Sparks 29-23. Well, our officials have got the ball and about to get us underway with the third quarter. The Stingrays are leading the Sparks 29-23. Our umpires tonight are Helen Doble, Lee Whitehead, and Emma Davey is the reserve. Quick start from the Stingrays. McRae goes back to Jones. Davenport, much like we've seen for the first half of this match. Jones looking to feed. McRae, foot was out. Throw in for the Sparks. This is a good start for them. Now it just depends whether they can convert the opportunity. We've seen a change for them. Chase Vasalo's come on at centre. Tahisha Hunt's also come on at wing attack. And Abby Baker now with the ball. She's come on at goal attack. So 3 subs all coming off the bench. Split stance from Hub. She's been pulled up for stepping. That's unfortunate. The Stingray, meanwhile, no changes for them. Maxted on the inner circle now goes back to Tegan Holland. She's given it to Bolton. Long arms of Boiling, pulls it in. Jones, quick to fix the mistake she made. Davenport in the pocket. In the middle, Ricky McRae pulling the ball in. Strong arms. Oh, she's missed the shot, Davenport, but Ricky McRae's got the rebound, put it through. 30-23. Stingrays first to score in this quarter. Hunt stopped for an option. She'll get it to Vasalo. Baker running through fast, gets the ball. She's a little way out. She's going to try anyway. Taking it to the post, misses. Kaimani Swanky straight on that rebound. Good tussle with the defenders. Came up with it, gets the Sparks' first goal of the third quarter. Good arms from Chase Vasalo, sees the ball. Divert, but back into the Stingrays' hands. Now Jones has got it now, she feeds. Up and over. McRae. Gently placing the ball up into the hoop. Vasalo goes backwards. Hilton giving her an option. They're upside the inner channel now. Baker in the corner. Comes back to Hunt. She'll give it to Vasalo. Bunched together. Baker, stuck for an option, goes to Hunt. Stagnant play from the Sparks. You're going to have to find some space. Hunt to Baker in front. Long way out. Straight through. Does well. McRae popping over the line. Max said. Contact call. Stingrays with the ball. Jones to Davenport. She's stuck for an option. Of course she goes back to Jones. Those two always assisting each other. McRae. Unsure whether she was able to take the shot. I think there was confusion about whether there was a penalty given. Sparks are on it. Pushing up inside the inner channel. Hunt. Goes over the top. Vasalo. Long ball. Swanky. Up and in. Rolls over the net. 31-26. The difference is 5. Hunt's coming in for the centre pass. Now Baker's got it. She comes back to Hunt. Vasalo over the top of her player to Baker. And she'll just wait for her to stop jumping in front, Tegan Holland. Nicely done by Baker. Okay, Stingray centre. Holding call. Bolton goes around the side. Bad option. Bad choice. Ball goes over the sideline. Sparks will end up with it. And we'll see Bowden take the throw in. Hilton coming across court. Selwyn, penalty. Bowden through the middle diagonally. Vasalo now to Baker, edge of the circle. Good feed, nice timing. Up and in. The Sparks coming back strong. Hunt driving for that centre pass. Baker straight to Vasalo. Up and over. Well, the Sparks feeders have been able to go over the top of Tegan Holland multiple times now, and they're just going to keep doing it. Ricky McRae with the ball for the Stingrays. Mexted, little roll. Ball goes to Ash Selwyn instead. Little tip from Jones. Sparks still have it. Crazy passage of play. Hunt. Stuck for an option. She'll go back. Really? Oh, here we go. Good intercept by Bolton. Jones calling for an option 2. Hasn't been easy for either side to attack. Over the top now. Jones straight to Ricky McRae. Lovely feed. 32-29. Slower play than the first 2 quarters, but plenty of great defence from both sides. Hunt over the top. Tegan Holland comes out. Contact call given. That means Boyling's got 2 players. Who will she block? Oh, Baker's in front. Finishes the job. 32-30. The Sparks are only behind by 2 goals now. Mexted forced to go backwards with the centre pass. Ricky McRae's got it now. She'll go back to Holland. They'll need to push forward the Stingrays. Around the side. Oh, lovely work from... Oh. Vassallo trying to make something from nothing. Tried hard. Unfortunately, it didn't come off. Jones, top of the circle. Davenport, quick work to Mexted, and she'll get it back. Baseline for an easy shot at goal. 33-30. Sparks centre. Hunt. Ball in the air to Baker. Penalty just outside the circle for Hunt. Gives it to Baker. Really into the swing of it now. She's found her rhythm, Abby Baker. Stingrays to Boiling to Jones. Little smile. Contact call outside the circle. Inside the circle. Davenport tries to do the dummy. Instead, the Stingrays will push up towards the goal with a penalty shot. No chance of missing Ricky McRae. 34-31. They lead the Sparks by 3. Tahisha Hunt. Over to Bowden. Quick work back to Hunt. Now Vassallo, edge of the circle, gives and goes with Baker. Strong stance, misses the shot. Tegan Holland's on the crumbs. Bolton over the top of the circle. Holland to Mexted. Now Jones has got it. Davenport in the pocket. Up and over. Ricky McRae takes a moment to compose herself before she puts the ball through the hoop. 35-31. They lead by 4. Back-to-back goals. Slow. Boiling. Jones trying to speed the play up straight to Davenport with a strong pass. Doesn't muck around Courtney Jones. Vassallo to Tahisha Hunt. Offloads to Vassallo. Baker in the middle. Vassallo, edge of the circle. Bounce pass into Kaimani Swanky. That's how you do it. Mexted. Jones coming forward. She'll go round a player and over the top. That was smart play. Using her body very effectively to get around all players in the goal third. Hunt. Back to Hilton. Hunt in the middle. They'll go again. Baker. Sparks. Over the top. They're all calling for options, but none of them are giving one. Swanky tries to defend, ends up giving the Stingrays a free pass through Holland. Now Boiling gives it to Holland, straight through to Mexted. They've pulled a player in. Jones to Davenport, edge of the circle now to McRae, who's nice in front, nice position. 38-32. This lead's blown out to 6 goals. And we've got just over 5 minutes on the clock before the last break. Championship quarter or not, this is an important passage of play. McRae just checking she's all good. It's now 7. This is a big lead. We've seen the Sparks come back before. Will we see a shift in momentum again? Hunt doesn't have any options. Sparks play is squished in the middle there by defenders. Hunt again over the top. Baker outside the circle now. She'll have to get back in. Hunt bounce pass. Lovely work. Quick work. Chase for Salo. Oh, boiling. She's dropped the ball, but it's ended up with Tegan Holland. Her efforts don't go unnoticed, though. Stingrays moving up the court with her turnover. Davenport to Ricky McRae. Ball, foot would have been out had she not been pulled up and given a free shot with the contact. So Stingrays lead the Sparks by 8 now. This is a massive lead, and they've also got a centre pass. Davenport goes back to Jones. Uses Mexed, top of the circle. Nice work between the two shooters. Great understanding of where the other is. 41-32. 9 goals now. This is a big lead. Baker. Vassallo coming through. Gives it to Baker. Tries to give it to the other shooter. There's arms from Stingrays everywhere. The ball's gone out. Sparks will get the throw in on the baseline. Hunt with a free pass. Gets it just outside. Holland to Baker. Up and in. Bubbles between the net. And there'll be a change here. Hilton and Bowden swapping. And Claire McCronin is coming on in wing defence. Davenport's got it. To Jones, top of the circle. Stingrays play on. Ash Selwyn, lovely read of the play. Eyes on the ball only. Davenport out of play. McCronin to Bowden. Hunt in the air. Good contest with Bolton. Vassallo's got it. She feeds quickly to Baker. Bounce pass. Swanky. Up and in. Sparks make it 34. They're behind. The Stingrays, 41. Big play between the Sparks. Just slow on the second phase play. Nice work from Hunt into Swanky. Misses. There's 4 bodies going through the ball at the moment. This is tough. And Baker's done really well to position her body and get in front. She decides she's still not happy with it. Swanky's got it. Miss. Rebounds. Oh. Sparks lucky to get it back. Almost threw that opportunity away when she lost her footing, Swanky. Baker will finish the job. Lovely work from McCronin. One of the biggest plays. To make a turnover straight from the centre pass, and she's only just come on. Baker in the pocket. She offloads to Vassallo. Give and go 3 times. Waits for Tegan Holland to do her thing, and then she does hers. Nice shot at goal by Baker. 41-36. Sparks still behind the Stingrays, but they've got a centre pass. Hunt up and over, back to McCronin. Baker. Oh, lovely feed. Vassallo straight through to Swanky. Bowden. And Jones with the ball. Nice coming through from Bowden. Call's been made. Ball needs to come back. 30 seconds on the clock. Stingrays will want to use this time. Not much clap from the crowd for that. 42-37. There's 10 seconds on the clock before the last break. Hunt puts the ball up in the air, but there's been a call made. It'll be a turnover. Stingrays with the ball. That's it. 42-37. The Stingrays up by 5. It's pretty quiet in here. And let's see if the Sparks can come back and claw their way back into this match. We'll be back in a moment. We've seen a change for the Stingrays. Brianna Tier coming on in centre. She feeds to Davenport now, who's a long way out. Still puts the shot up. Ash Selwyn on the rebounds. Vassallo to McCronin. Comes back to Selwyn. Always has a bit of a puzzled look on her face, Ash Selwyn. No changes to the Sparks other than the ones they made midway through the third quarter. McCronin goes back to Bowden. Again, stuck in that midcourt. Persistence pays off. They've made it up to the goal third. Baker, quick work with Hunt. Back and forward. And now through the hoop. Using her whole body to put that ball up. Sparks center. Big deal that they scored with the first point of the fourth quarter, and it wasn't their center. Hunt up and over now to Swanky. This is better from the Sparks, much more like them. Tier to McRae. Jones, fake give and go. Tier was waiting in the pocket. Nice feed. Selwyn almost got in the way. Davenport with another chance. 43-39. There's 4 difference. Hunt to Baker. Coming across back to McCronin. She gives it to Hunt. Good challenge from Tier. Pulled up. It's interesting actually looking at the goals from the third quarter. While the Rays still clearly in front, they were outscored by the Sparks by 1 goal, 14-13. So the momentum can shift very quickly in Premier League. Tier now to Davenport. They're stuck. They try to come back. Ash Selwyn's on the ball on the ground, giving it her all. In the pocket now. Tier puts it up. McRae chasing after. Up and back to the edge of the circle in Jones. Lovely work from Chase Vassallo, just pushing the ball out. Oh, it's just been pulled up. This time it's a throw in. And it's Stingrays' ball. Everyone working off the ball, trying to find space before the pass is taken. It's inside now with a penalty. McRae, all on her own. Misses. Selwyn's on it. Davenport's won it back. It's do or die from the Sutherland Stingrays, really going after every ball and every opportunity. Sparks center, Chase Vassallo to Baker. She'll go back to McCronin. They're still stuck in this mid-court area, and McRae's come up with a turnover. Lovely work from the goal attack. Tier, edge of the circle, in a channel, goes back over to Davenport, and she'll give it to McRae, split stance on the baseline, up and in. 45-40, the Stingrays. They've not got too much trouble at the moment. That was the Sparks center. Tier now, quick work, quick hands to McRae. Jones has got it. Up and over, Davenport. Lovely work. Great vision for the hoop. And they're up by 6. Baker coming through for the centre pass. Hunt up and over to Baker, who's able to just snatch it out of McComb's hands. Important to note that McComb has come back on for the Stingrays. Started on and then swapped with Alex Bolton. Swanky underneath the hoop. Missed again. Hunt keeps it in play. Lovely athleticism. Certainly lots of pressure in this shooting circle. Baker with a free pass, free shot. Decides to give it to Swanky, who's a bit closer. Pops out. They've got the ball again though with the throw in. Baker just checking. Lovely work from Vassallo. Not phased by McComb. 45-41. Over the top to McRae. Oh, coming through Ash Selwyn. What a lovely intercept. Great vision. And great risk coming all the way off her player in the circle. Sparks have lost the ball though. It'll be a Stingrays throw in. McComb gives it to Boyling. Now Jones has got it in the middle. Tears straight to Davenport. Give and go. 3 times, this time with the bounce pass. Up and over. Easy does it. McRae pushes it up and in. 47-41. They lead by 6, the Stingrays. Sparks centre. Hunt comes back into the middle. McCronin. Through to Hunt now. Through the passage. Baker. Vassallo given a free pass. Baker doesn't know what to do with it. Really stuck for options. Swanky was stuck behind. Hunt comes back to, oh, intercept. Brianna Tears come on and made a big impact in this final quarter. McComb to Jones. Quick feet. Davenport. Edge of the circle. Free pass. Davenport offloads to McRae. And she's got it through. Nice turnover. 48-41. Stingrays winning the Sparks Centre. Oh, still got it somehow, the Stingrays. McRae's totally lost her player, able to just freely come through. Jumping on any loose ball or mistake they make. Ball's popped out of the hoop. Bowden on it. McCronin gives it to Ash Selwyn. Really stuck for options, stuck in this back third. Selwyn with the free pass. McCronin coming forward. Vassallo. Up and over. Hunt and McComb really fighting for it. It goes the other way. It's a Stingrays ball. Tegan Holland. Throw in. Tier. Jones pulled up. Doesn't happen very often. Hunt to Baker. Back. Vassallo. Straight to Swanky. Held ball. Good pressure from the Stingrays. McRae. Jones is there in the pocket. Up and over. Nice timing. Coming through the air, Ricky McRae. 8 difference, 49-41. 6.5 minutes of play left in this game. Quick work from Hunt. A lot of talking, a lot of yelling being done from the bench. Baker. Little hand from Holland. That was a lovely rebound. Little tip was all she needed to get her hands on it. Davenport. McRae's there. She's quicker than Bowden to the ball. Chasing hard now, Selwyn and Davenport. It goes the way of the Sparks. McCronin. Bowden. Long ball to Tier. That's the wrong player. Stingrays inside the circle through Davenport. Gives it to Jones. Comes back over the top to McRae. Too easy. They've lost a little hope, the Sparks here. The Stingrays are very confident. Tier, edge of the circle, goes up and over to Jones. To McRae. In front and up and in. Time held. And there's going to be a change. Caitlin Campbell coming back in that centre position. Vassallo's off. We've also seen Maddie Hilton come back on from bench in goal defence. And just Bowden's off. Held ball. McComb goes back to Holland. She's been good tonight. Coming through the middle. Transverse line to Tier. Tip from Courtney Jones keeps it within her. How about the skills with the hands? Oh, missed. Up and over. Hilton to Campbell. They need more options. Selwyn's calling from behind. Hunt. There's a scramble in the attack. Everyone's in the same channel. Hunt. Campbell. Gives it back. Baker. Sparks with an opportunity here. Free pass inside the circle. The umpire is reiterating. Baker offloads to Campbell. Gets it back. Will have a shot at goal. 51-42. Jones. Davenport comes back. Boiling. Campbell wins the ball. Or does she? Pass against her. Up quickly. Quick work, quick hands. Ricky McRae. She's got another. 52-42. The difference is 10. Campbell to Baker. Oh, little tip from Tegan Holland as everyone came through. It's been a great show of defence from both sides tonight. McRae and Selwyn having a great contest at the back of the court. McRae's been steady tonight. Last week she only shot 9 of the 12 goals she put up at 75%, but she's definitely put up heaps more than that tonight and been very successful with the hoop. 54-42 now. We're seeing a change made. Bella Pickups coming on in goal shooter. Leilani Tua in goal attack. Some last chance changes from Regan Tweddle. Campbell feeds to pick up. Up and over. Tua with her first shot. Missed, but another opportunity. Missed again. Little tip from Holland. She's fresh. And she's been on all game. Right on the money with the hands. McRae coming through. Survives a strong contest for the ball. McCronen's won them the ball back and not gone over the transverse line. She's done really well to stay in the field of play. Crazy passage of play here. There's some good defense on display from the Stingrays. And UTS just won't give up. Bella Pickup, her first shot of the night. She makes it 43 for the Sparks, but they're still behind the Stingrays. 11 goals the difference now. Ball's out of the hands of Davenport. Nash Selwyn picks it up. Campbell into Tua in the midcourt. Hunt. Lateral. Campbell. It's frantic up in this attacking third for UTS. Bella pick up. Edge of the circle now to Campbell. Unsure about that pass, and for good reason. Holland jumps straight into intercept. Campbell frustrated coming through. Just misjudged her timing on the jump. Tier, quick work up the inside channel. Jones, Davenport in the pocket. Tier working extra hard to get to the ball. Free pass, edge of the circle, 30 seconds on the clock. Ricky McRae, will she add another? She does, just trickles in. 55-43. Hunt in overdrive, trying to come find some space for the centre pass. Boyling coming through. Too late. Sparks moving up now. Tua there. Strong stance. Her first shot of the night. 55-44. 1 second on the clock. Quick work from the Stingrays here, but that'll be all she wrote. 55-44. Massive difference from where we started in this match. So we see all the players shaking hands. It was a tough game, and it started off really tight, but the Stingrays just far too good tonight. We'll be back with a player in a moment to wrap it up. Welcome back to the Janaea Netball Centre for our second game on the Showcourt tonight. Earlier, the Stingrays beat the UTS Sparks in the under-20s 55-44, so by 11 goals. But now it's the Open's UTS St George Sparks up against the Sutherland Stingrays in what we've labelled here at Bar TV as the Battle of Tom Uglies. I'm Brittany Carter. This is an interesting matchup here tonight because the Stingrays and UTS are always really strong teams, but with so many A&L restrictions, both teams have really felt the pressure at the start of the season. Both the Rays and UTS succumbed to big losses last week, and the Stingrays more so going down to the Central Coast Hearts 62-35, which makes this game really important for confidence and experience with so many younger players playing up, especially for the UTS Sparks, who have a totally almost new look team for this match. Moira Ga'a at coach has selected Tegan Ryan in goal shooter, Natalie Elridge in goal attack, Naomi Isles in wing attack, Belinda Loveday in centre, Maddie Anderson is in wing defence, and Maddie Mann is in goal defence, with Tian Bradley rounding out the side in goalkeeper, as Belinda Loveday with the ball at centre is about to get us underway. As quickly running through the Stingray side, Maria Lynch, the coach, has selected Shelby Mallon as goal shooter, her partner Maddie Eaton in goal attack. Lee Carlsbeck is in wing attack, Maddie Woods in centre, Lily Gorman-Brown in wing defence. Sparks on the board first, they're up 1-0. Katie Maguire in goal defence and Cassandra Radford in goalkeeper rounds out the Stingrays side. So we've got two Maddies on each team. Let's see if I can keep up. Shelby Mallon now. Very loopy. Maddie Eaton wins that ball back. Really nicely done. No mistake with her shot. So it's 1-1. Isles coming across now to Elridge. Loveday. Oh, well. Oh, intercept from Gorman-Brown. This is a quick start. Eaton. Calling for it in the midcourt is Lily Gorman-Brown. Shelby Mallon puts it up now. Maddie Eaton, can she finish it off? Stingrays have got two. Eaton up against her old club in the Sparks. Last year she won the premiership in the under-20s category. Now moved over to the Stingrays for the Opens. Shelby Mallon now. Maddie Woods feeds to Maddie Eaton. Up and in. 3-1. Stingrays strong start over the Sparks. Our umpires tonight, Anton Stakilski, Laura Hay, and the reserve, Helen Doble. Elridge popping it up. Tegan Ryan doing well. Filling in Premier League. Gorman-Brown to Mallon. In a channel. Woods. Oh, give and go. Carlsbeck asks for it back, and Loveday's quick to jump on it. But we'll see Mallon with a free pass inside the circle. Tries to give it back. Loveday not giving up her position. Edge of the circle to get the ball. Up and over. Good talk. Eaton, no mistake. She makes it 4. Naomi Isles coming out for the centre pass. Elridge goes back into the midcourt. Loveday working hard, riding with the arms pumping. Oh, ball through the hands of Elridge. Missed opportunity for the Sparks. Throw in from Radford. Quick work, Gorman-Brown to Woods. Up the inner channel now, Eaton. Carlsbeck up and over. Mallon, strong hands up into the air with a split stance, and she'll go through the hoop. Woods centre pass, Carlsbeck coming forward, has to go back. Still stuck in the midcourt, needs some options up front. Mallon, cross court. Lovely work sucking a player in. Maddie Mann just enticed to come outside the circle. Isles goes around the body of her player. Throw in Stingrays. Oh, it'll be Sparks. Elridge, Isles. Gives and goes, using her on the edge of the circle. Strong, tall stance, but the ball pops over the top. And it'll be a Stingrays throwing. Ball moving quickly now for the Stingrays. Woods has got it. She'll come back to Carlsbad. Maddie Eden just goes missing. As she's back. Mallon calling for it, but she's got a strong hold from Bradley, and Eaton's in front. She's got a little bit of a height advantage over Maddie Mann. Maddie against Maddie. Eaton coming straight out for that pass. Carlsbad goes to Mallon, who's in a great position already, just popping forward in front of her defender. Up by 6, the Stingrays. Sparks centre, breaking. Big no-no for a turnover already. Stingrays. Mallon's come outside. Who's she going to use? Woods is working hard. She's got the ball to Eaton. No mistakes, Maddie Eaton. 9-2, they're up by 7. And that breaking call really helped them. Mallon. Baseline. Strong wrist action, straight through the hoop, 10-2. This time the Sparks pick up a penalty from the centre. And another Maddie will take the ball. Anderson. Now Elridge has got it. Edge of the circle for Isles. Ryan, strong stance, taking it to the post. Woods to Gorman Brown to Mallon. Strong drive from Elridge, from Carlsbad, sorry. Eaton pops it over the top, Mallon. Misses, strong on the rebound. Bradley does well. Sparks, opportunity. Belinda Loveday, Maddie Mann in the middle. Loveday again. Elridge comes back to the other Maddie on the court. There's 4 of them. Ryan. Misses, didn't have enough pump. But they get the goal, the Sparks. And they're up by 6, the Stingrays. It was a Stingray centre, important to know. Elridge comes back to Anderson. Cross court now to Mann. Loveday, quick work around her player. Isles to Elridge. Isles, great feed. Easy feed to Ryan. She's already calling out directions while Ryan takes the shot. Long ball. Oh, Tian Bradley read that beautifully. Turnover for the Sparks. Isles to Mann. She's stuck. Who gives her an option? Loveday working hard to Elridge now. Pops it up and over, and it will go over the baseline. Stingrays coming through the middle channel. Woods has got it now. She's put it long for Gorman Brown. Running, Eaton. Carlsbad gives it to Mallon, who pops out of the circle. Woods up and over. Too easy, Maddie Eaton. 11-5. Isles really stuck for an option. She'll go back to Maddie Mann, who's tying her shoelace and does well to just get up and get the ball in time. Elridge now in the middle of the court. Goes back to Loveday. Isles up and over. Ryan taking the advantage. Good point for the Sparks. 11-6. The difference is 5. There's a breaking call. Goes against the Stingrays. Sparks ball. Elridge coming back. Oh, Maddie Eaton just too late. Anderson to Isles. Split stance. Nice work, even though she's not a shooter. Really utilising that technique. Ryan up and over, misses. Radford's on it. Ends up with Maguire. Woods over the top to Brown. Mallon offloads to Woods. Everyone's calling for it. Instead, she ups to go to Eden. Step. Loveday up the inner channel to Isles. Trying to get around Maddie Woods' hands. Elridge into Ryan. Strong work as a shooter. And we're seeing changes already. We're going to see Caitlin Fisher come on in centre. Loveday's off. Bradley's off. And we're just cleaning up some sweat that's on the court. Claire Leighton, so many of them involved now. Is this a bit ridiculous? All players on deck mopping up. The umpire directing them where to go. So the player that's come on for the Sparks in goalkeeper is Claire Leighton. Just taking a little break in the first quarter. All players involved. Nice teamwork. Sparks quick to get back into it. Fisher. Give and go. Pulls up the obstruction. And dummy pass. Anderson, Fisher, offloads to Elridge. Should try again. No good. Isles does really well to keep that in play, but they're going to get a penalty inside the circle anyway. Elridge tries to go back to Isles, who wasn't ready. Unhappy with that. Goes around the body. Tries to get it to Ryan. It pops over the baseline. Radford throwing. Stingrays. Maguire. Looking past the long arms of Elridge. Gorman Brown. Ball up. Nice work from Natalie Elridge. Great intercept. Just using both hands to tap it back in. Carlsbeck tries to get the ball back, but the Sparks are too far gone. Elridge popping it over to Ryan. Elridge finishing what she started with that intercept. Turning over the ball for the Sparks. She makes it 8. They're behind the Stingrays by 3. Gorman Brown. Little tip from Caitlin Fisher. Stingrays throw in. Good contest between the centres here. They're well matched in height and athleticism. Carlsbeck. Woods. Eaton just goes diving after the ball. Gets a penalty. Gets the ball through the hoop. 12-8. The difference is 4. Just under 4 minutes left in this first quarter. Elridge with the ball now. Goes back to Anderson. And they're stuck. Isles provides an option. Man now to Fisher. Elridge, quick work to Isles. Scrambling now. Just to take the advantage before the Stingrays set up their defence again. Elridge with the shot. Gets another opportunity. Makes this one count. Dead silence after that goal. Would have liked to have seen some support from their Sparks teammates. Eaton gives to Carlsbeck, who gives it to Shelby Mallon. Foot over the edge of the circle. Fisher to Anderson. Leighton calling for it. Gives it back to Anderson. All right, they're in the midcourt now. Good little tip from Maddie Woods. sees the momentum change. A lot of talk being done from the Stingrays bench. Mallon popping up the top. Able to dart around her player. Maddie Mann was marking her. Spark center. Isles. Elridge. Back to Isles. Comes around the body of a player. Bounce pass. Oh! Unfortunate that didn't come off. Quick pass from Ryan. Pops over the baseline. Now Isles, edge of the circle. Ryan calling for it, but she's not in a good position. Elridge, oh, long bomb straight through. What a fantastic goal. 13-10. They made the difference, the Sparks. Stingrays still in front, but there's some good momentum happening both sides. Mallon now does the same thing. Anything you can do, I can do better mentality. Good competition between Gorman, Brown and Niles for that centre pass. Dodge, dodge, dodge. See a throw in for the Sparks. Fisher penalty. Elridge, strong. Misses. Too far out. Radford with the throw in. Maguire, lateral. Gorman Brown, just coming back. Woods to Eaton. She's had to run a long way to give an option. All right, Kalsbeck now to Mallon. Mallon with another opportunity at goal. Makes the lead 5. We've got less than a minute on the clock. Stingrays. Mallon working hard, getting away from her player. Leighton's doing really well to hold her. Eaton now taking it to the post, skimming across the edge and in. Isles, strong pass, but it gets to Radford. That was really well read. Just coming in front of Ryan. Maguire almost goes, decides to hang on to it. Smart option. Eaton to Woods, top of the circle, up and over. Mallon. Up and in. 17-10. 15 seconds on the clock. It's a Stingray centre. Kalsbeck, Mallon. Can they score with dying seconds in this first quarter? No, because Anderson's forced a turnover. The Sparks with an opportunity. 3 seconds on the clock. They're going to have to be quick. Elridge, nah, no chance. Unfortunately, not enough time to take the shot properly. So the Stingrays are up by 7 after the first 15 minutes in this Opens game. Looking forward to bringing you more Premier League action with the second quarter shortly. Waiting for the Sparks and the Stingrays to come back out in the Showcourt. All the other games have got back underway, so we must have been a little bit slow to start. Obviously, the wiping of all the court at the back end there held us up. It's probably a good time now, just before we come back out now, to address that it's great news that the Sparks have got a new feeder partnership with the Illawarra Netball Association. So President of the UTS Sparks, Fudge Ashton, realised there was an untapped market down in the South Coast with incredible talent, so they've got an agreement now to work really hard in that space for 2 years. It forms a pathway for Wollongong to join the New South Wales Premier League, a competition you're watching right now. And it means they can run clinics, trials and academies down in Wollongong. The ball's at my feet. We're right in the action here. Yeah, so the Sparks can run clinics, trials and academies down in Wollongong. And it's most likely at Berkeley, that hub of netball for the South Coast. They already had Randwick and St George's feeder clubs, so they can add Illawarra to that too. Runs for 2 years, and we'll see what happens from there. Stingrays. Shelby Mallon with the first goal of this second quarter. Quick work up the outside channel. Mallon to Woods. Good contest. Kalsbeck. And Eaton's in front. Misses, unlike her. Ball over the end. Back ends of the court. Mallon with the throw-in. She'll go to Woods, who gets back to Mallon. I'll try and use Kalsbeck. Nice work between the two shooters. So we've seen no changes to the side, except that Tian Bradley is back on at goalkeeper for the Sparks. Lily Gorman-Brown over the top now to Maguire. Quick hands. Kalsbeck gives it back. Mallon inside channel. Woods is in the pocket. Out of the hands of Maddie. She knows she's missed that opportunity. A little shake of the head. Bradley with the throw-in to Anderson. Inside channel. Fisher goes cross court to Bradley. Now we've got Anderson looking for an option. Should we have to go back? Mann scrambling to pick up the ball. Bradley to Anderson. Isles coming through. Now Fisher. Up and over. Elridge calmly just waits for the ball to fall into place. Fisher. Elridge trying to find space at the back. Coming through now, but Ryan's in the middle. Bradford straight on the intercept. Patience from the Stingrays in defence and persistence paying off. Mallon. Gorman-Brown calling for it. She gives it to Woods. Eaton coming through. Tackles the ball. Mallon inside the circle. Long ball straight through. The difference is 10 now. This is a pretty big lead for the Stingrays early on. Eaton missing. Mann given the option with a penalty pass. Anderson looks for someone. Goes to Fisher, cross court. Heading up the same channel now. Isles has got it. Oh, coming through Maddie Woods. It's gone against Maddie Elridge, who's unlucky, just waiting there. Maguire. Looking for someone. She'll have to go back to Radford. Not a good option. They're stuck here, the Stingrays. Getting ahead of themselves too far up the court. She puts it over to Mallon, though. And it was a nice pass. Just cut out the middle. Eaton in front with a free shot. The difference is 11. Anderson, strong pass to Isles. Ryan popping out on the side. Ball is Elridge's inside. She uses Fisher on the edge. Misses. Maguire straight on it, but she pops the ball back into Elridge's hands, and Elridge has missed her second shot at goal. In the same passage of play, Ryan finishing the job. Difference 10. That was a bit of a crazy pass from Woods. Off the centre. Gorman Brown now to Woods. Eaton, bounce pass. Carlsbeck's got it in front. Feeds to Eaton. Too easy. 22-11. Elridge outstrung for the centre pass. Fisher. Inside. Anderson, strong ball to Elridge, who's still stuck outside. She has no options. Ryan, unable to get free. Radford, really good hold on her. Step. Missed opportunity. Woods knows it. Hangs ahead. Oh, it's a contact call. Elridge just doing well to step to the side and find some space. Although the Stingrays, too good on the edge of the circle. Their mid-quarters have got the ball. Gorman Brown, fake pass, gets the ball to Maguire. The ball's right up the other end now. Mallon comes back to Woods, up and over. Eaton's there. Little way out on the baseline. Circles around, comes through. 23-11. Stingray centre. Coming through. Fisher's pulled up. Mallon goes back to Woods. Eaton's waiting at the back with space. 24-11. Isles, cross court to Anderson. Fisher. Eaton. Just holding, just waiting. Willie. Contact call. Isles. Elridge in front. Will she take it to the post? No, she goes back. Isles. Ryan's calling for it. She's finally found space and she wants it. Missed though. Maguire doesn't know how that ended up in her hands, but she's got the rebound. Gorman Brown. Mallon up to Eaton. And through the hoop. 25-11. Great signs for the Stingrays very early. Especially considering they suffered such a heavy loss last week. 62-35, they went down to Central Coast Heart. Which either shows that Central Coast are the real deal this year, or that the Stingrays have really stepped it up tonight. Isles persistently finding some space. Fisher goes back to Isles. Bounce pass. Elridge, little way out. Another opportunity for the Sparks. Missed. Stingrays throwing in. Elridge isn't happy with the call. She's doing well to defend there. Oh, pulled up. Foot on the line, perhaps. Either way, Elridge has ended up with the ball and she'll take it to the post. This time, no mistake. Makes it 12. The difference is 14 between the Stingrays and Sparks. Mallon over the top of the circle. Eaton, right place, right time. Right through. 27-12. Isles running through, they're not happy with that. They go back instead. Isles has it now. She needs an option. Ryan's come all the way out from the post. Fisher, edge of the pocket. A little tip from Radford, sees the ball go out. Disruption of play. Sparks throw in. Fairway up, gives it to Ryan. (27-13), 5.5 minutes in this second quarter. Seeing a change. Fisher coming back off. And Loveday coming back on. Sparks throw in baseline through Bradley. Anderson gives it back to Bradley. Give and go twice. She's going to have to use cross court. Loveday's found space in the midcourt. Man now to Isles. Lets it bounce. Manages to control it. Ryan pops through. The ball's ended up in Katie Maguire's hands. That's not what they wanted. Stingrays pushing up inside the inner channel. Mallon making a good run for it, but they haven't spotted her. They give it to Maguire. Come back. Gorman Brown. Maddie Eaton. Carlsbeck feeds. Tries to use it again. Ball on the inside of the circle. Carlsbeck provides an option. Feeds to Mallon. Straight in. Straight to the post. 28-13. They lead by 15, the Stingrays. Elridge coming out strong for the centre pass. Goes back to Anderson, into Loveday, diagonally into the middle channel. Anderson now transverse line, gives it to Ryan. Up and over, Elridge in front of Maguire, able to get to the ball. Puts it through, 28-14. Force back, Isles gets a little tap on it. Doesn't hinder the Stingrays. They're in the circle, and now they're through the hoop, through Mallon. This is a pretty heavy lead early on for the Stingrays. Still up by 15. Ryan, can she bring it back? She can. And Sparks make it 15. Woods to Eaton. Carlsbeck gives it to Mallon, who's on the edge of the circle. Goes over the top. Finds some space behind. Would have been nice if it paid off. But unfortunately, foot was out. Sparks using this ball to their advantage. Anderson needs an option. She'll give it back to Bradley. This time, there's a call, and Sparks get the ball with a penalty. Anderson, middle of the court, to Isles, to Loveday. Easy work heading up through the middle. Ryan's in front. Strong stance. Loveday very patiently walking into the circle. She'll give it to Isles, who's doing a lot of work off the ball. The dummy gives it to Ryan. Misses. Radford straight on it. Good positioning in front, closest to the post. Carlsbeck to Eaton in the middle of the court. Mid-court too. In the pocket is Carlsbeck. Tries to give a bounce pass, but it ends up with the Stingrays anyway. Woods gives it to Eaton. Doesn't matter. Strong defensive challenge from Maddie Mann, doesn't put her off. This is quick scoring from the Stingrays now. Knowing exactly how to draw the penalties too, just to give them some more space. Sparks in overdrive, trying to catch up. Isles gives it back to Loveday. Edge of the circle. Elridge up and in. They're not giving up the Sparks. They've got some music. It's not basketball, guys. Woods to Eaton. Only eyes for the net. 32-17. The Stingrays are really pushing hard now. Isles up and over, trying a chances, and it gets to Ryan. Good pass in front. Ball falls short. Elridge tries to save it. Just comes off to the side. Radford's got it. Comes back into the mid-court. Through Maguire, now Carlsbeck. Doesn't know where to go, should go back instead to the goal third. Woods. Eatons. Oh, stuck for an option. "18 seconds on the clock. Carlsbeck feeds to Mellon. Quick ball to Eaton. She's been pulled up for contact, just using her arm to find some space, and I don't know who that ball was going to, but it missed everyone. That's the end of the second quarter. Stingrays with a massive lead over the Sparks, 32-17. It's halftime here at the Janae Netball Centre. While we've got no action at halftime, it's a good time to update you all on the Australian Netball League and what's happening there. So obviously no games over the Queen's Birthday long weekend, which means that the Vic Fury are still on top of the ladder. Very close in contention with the Tasmanian Magpies. They're both on 18 points and just divided by goal difference. In third spot are the Canberra Giants, and in fourth are the Netball New South Wales Waratahs. They both tie on 12 points, so there's clearly the top two and then two just trying to compete up with them at the moment. Then when we move down into fifth position, Western Sting, last year's champions, only have 8 points. They've won 4 from 10 games. Queensland Fusion behind them, Southern Force and Territory Storm. So those top 4 teams are really doing well at the moment. And the Western Sting title defence hanging by a thread, especially after they had back-to-back defeats against the Canberra Giants back in around 5 2 weekends ago. As I mentioned, they're sitting outside the top 4 with only 4 games remaining in the regular season, including 2 against the ladder-leading Victorian Fury. So it's going to be a tough task from here. For the Canberra Giants, they're coming up against the Tasmanian Magpies twice in the nation's capital on Friday and then Saturday. That's a really interesting game because it's going to be 2v3, so it should be a great game, actually. And the New South Wales Waratahs play here at home at the Janae Netball Centre, Friday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 4 p.m. They're up against the Territory Storm, so the clear favourites, New South Wales, and I've been told to mention that it's actually free entry to the A&L. So we've all heard about Sue Gordian's Wake Up Netball campaign. If you care about the A&L and netball, and you can come down on Friday night or Saturday and support the Waratahs, I can encourage you to do so. Over the weekend, there wasn't much netball played, but the 2018 state championships happened in Gosford. And Manly Warringah were the big winners. They took out the Opens Championship and also the Under-17s. In the second Open divisions, West Lakes District beat Coffs Harbour. In the Pat Weston Country Championship Trophy, Newcastle were the winners. In the Under-17s Division 2, Hills District came away with the trophy. And in the Under-17s Division 3, Bunswick Byron were winners there. So that's its 50th year, I believe. So it's been going a very long time, and Vicky Kerr, who is coach of the under-20s Stingrays team, on the court just before this match, put up some really great photos of past times where the Sutherland group were involved in the state championships. If you follow the Sutherland Shire Netball Association on Facebook, you would have seen those. Some nice hairdos happening. We're also pleased to have Super Netball back this weekend, so there's some really good games happening there. The West Coast Fever is still on top, having won 5 games, the only team that's done so out of the 6 played. The Giants, if you're a supporter of them, they're in 2nd. Sunshine Coast Lightning, last year's winners, in 3rd. The New South Wales Swifts in 4th, so New South Wales in really good stead in both the A&L and the Super Netball at the moment. So the games this weekend, we see the Vixens come up against the West Coast Fever. That'll be on Saturday at 3 p.m. on Channel 9. If you'd like to tune in and watch, 6 feet first. It'll be an interesting game considering the Vixens were so strong last year and now they sit in 6th spot. But we'll see Renee Ingles come back. It's going to be really interesting to see how she goes, having some time off. Great to see her back in a Vixens dress. On Sunday, there's 3 games. The Adelaide Thunderbirds come up against the Queensland Firebirds, 8 v 5th. That'll be at 1 p.m. on Telstra TV. And then there's a doubleheader at Sydney Arena. Not far from where we are now at the Janae Netball Centre in Homebush. If you can get there, I encourage you to do so. The doubleheader that was played to open Super Netball at the Sydney Arena at the start of the competition was just fantastic. Really great games and lots of support for New South Wales there. So Giants face the Magpies first at 1 p.m. That's also on Channel 9 if you can't make it. 2 v 7. And then followed after that is the New South Wales Swifts and Sunshine Coast Lightning, 4th v 3rd. That's at 3 p.m. only on Telstra TV, or available, obviously, if you rock up live in person. Be a really good match. Someone's just broken some glass in the Stingrays side of the court here. I think it took everyone by surprise. We're still trying to work out how it's happened and what it is that's broken. Meanwhile, the Sparks right back into their warm-ups, getting ready for this match, hoping to try and claw back the massive difference between these two teams here. We're seeing Beryl Friday with the goal attack bib on, so she's clearly going to come back on. Well, come on for the first time this match, I should say. Tegan Ryan's got her bib off, and Nat Elridge has moved into goal shooter. Doesn't seem to be any changes for the Stingrays. Maria Lynch clearly happy with how the side are going, and you'd have to be looking at the scoreline, 32-17. They outscored the Sparks by 8 goals in that second quarter, 15-17. It's 15-7. And if you really want to look at where the Sparks are in this game, unfortunately, they're at 17 goals, which is what the Rays were after the first quarter. So they're really going to have to come back hard in the championship quarter. A third lot of 15 minutes. Just noticed that Cara Stiles is also in goalkeeper now. And there's been a change up the shooting end for the Stingrays. Maddie Eaton's come off and is just stretching behind. Just try and find out who that shooter is. So Cara Stiles now to Loveday. Oh, coming through. Carlsbeck, that was a great intercept. Mallon, bounce past to Woods, although they'll take the ball back to the midcourt. Maguire. Just bobbles out of the hands. Sparks with the throw in. Loveday, cross court to Maddie Mann. To Maddie Anderson. Isles. Beryl Friday coming forward. First touches of the ball. Loveday. Friday working hard. Isles, easy pass around the body, one-handed to Friday. Lovely feed. So So I believe it's Beatrice Dignan that's come on in goal shooter for the Stingrays. And that was a lovely shot by Nat Elridge. Makes it 19 for the Sparks. It's the first change that the Stingrays have made this match. Swapping the shooters around. Probably giving Maddie Eaton a rest with her A&L commitments or other commitments, state honours. Mallon to Dignan. In front. 33-19. The Stingrays lead the Sparks. Isles to Friday. Waiting for Elridge to find some space outside of Radford. Friday there to pick up the crumbs. Finishes off Elridge's effort. Oh, isn't that nice teamwork? Elridge just picking up Katie Maguire. Anderson to Friday now, pushing up the inner channel. Isles, up and over. Elridge has got it. Nabbed it from the air between two players. Friday. Loveday gives and goes. Elridge comes back, finds some space. Oh, bats it back in and gives it to the Stingrays. Woods pushing up hard through the midcourt here. Dignan, strong, tall, misses, scrambles, gets it back, gives it to Mallon. A little tip from Stiles, doesn't go unnoticed by the umpire. 34-21, the Stingrays lead the Sparks. Woods driving hard, finds some space on the inside, the front cut. Now she's on the edge of the circle and she feeds to Dignan, who's underneath. Isles coming through for the centre pass. Anderson, strong to Friday. Calling for it in the pocket. Now moving into the circle with those long legs. Goes over the court to Loveday. She'll give it to Isles. Penalty pass. Just pops it up, hopes for the best, and that Elridge pulls it in and puts it up through the ring. 35-22. Mallon to Woods. Coming over the top. Oh, Stiles gets the ball, draws a penalty. That's the experience coming through. Isles in the middle now. Anderson gives it back to Isles, who creates space on the pocket. Loveday, other side of the circle, gives it to Friday. Lovely long legs and split stance. Gets her closer to the post. Quick work from the Sparks. Elridge, oh, that was really well done. Using her fingertips to ball the ball in. Stopping it from going out. Converts. Gorman-Brown gets the centre pass, gives it to Mallon, who gives it back. Over the top. Oh, Stiles sees it, doesn't touch it. Smart play. Mann working hard, gives it to Anderson. Has no one, gives it to Loveday. Isles. No look pass, back to Anderson. Again, Isles looking to feed. Has to go backwards, do his little turn. And there's a call. It turns the ball over. Woods to Maguire. Carlsbeck straight through. Dignan waiting under the post. 36-24. The Stingrays playing really well here tonight. Unfortunately, the Sparks are lacking a lot of experience, although their training partners have done really well. That didn't make sense at all, and even Styles knew it. Both Loveday and her just sharing a little chuckle and shaking their heads. Not much going right, unfortunately. Dignan keeps her feet in play. Baseline shot, pops out, gets the rebound, does well. Step. Wins it back, long arms. Oh, she stepped again. How is that possible? Ball to man now for the Sparks. To Loveday, she'll go lateral. Anderson comes back. Oh, Edge keeps it in play. Loveday. Elridge. Friday finishes off the effort. 36-25, 11 the difference. Dignan loses it, gets it back, gives it to Woods. Long way out, Mallon. Miss. Not a bad effort putting it to the post when she was uncertain. Styles gives it to Anderson. Straight through the middle. Isles takes a strong pass. Gives it to Friday, gives it to Loveday. Elridge, good contest with Radford. Friday with a hand up in the air. Able to collect the ball. Isles, little cut and drive to get through the two Stingrays players for the centre pass. Anderson gives it to Loveday, now in front, straight to Elridge. She'll go back on the edge of the circle, up and over. Oh, Maguire lost her feet, lost her footing and her balance, but she'd given it away before she needed to worry about losing the ball. Gorman Brown. Maguire with a free pass. Woods. Halsbeck in the pocket. Oh, a little tip from Styles, but Dignan's still got it. Turnover. Grab from Loveday, keeps the ball with the Sparks. Man to Anderson, to Isles. Loveday, Friday's on the ground. They continued on without it. Elridge is going to have a shot. Well done. Friday a little shaking, just collecting himself off the ground. Mallon to Woods, who's coming in front. Halsbeck, Mallon coming back through. Oh, they fooled them. They pulled them in. Styles has even got Mallon's bib, putting it back on for her. Elridge inside channel. Isles is just everywhere. So athletic. Very creative too, just finding space and generating momentum. Friday adds another to the Sparks tally. Oh, they've lost the ball. The Stingrays just bounces out of Wood's hands. It's over a third. Too ambitious, the Sparks needed someone in the middle. Less than 5 minutes of play before the final break. Stingrays are up 37-28. Long ball to Woods in the centre. Maguire, Mallon, Gorman Brown gives it back. They're pushing up now, the Stingrays coming back. Dignan finishes off the Stingrays' efforts. And it's 38-28, lead by 10. Running hard, Friday keeps the ball in play. The bench are happy with that effort. Elridge takes it to the post, puts it through. 38-29. Mallon now. Looks for an option, dummies, goes to Woods. And they've pulled all the defenders in with Mallon. And Beatrice Dignan was just waiting by herself. Explaining what's happening to Styles, why she's been pulled up.
Mallon does well to get the rebounds. Eyes for it. Good challenge from Mann. Sparks center. 39-29. 10 the difference still. Long ball. Friday goes to feed. Oh, Maguire gets in the way. She's pushed it out though with the Sparks getting a throw in on the baseline. Friday now to Isles. Easy work between the two. Farrell misses. Not often that she does. Stingrays scrambling, quick, trying to capitalise on this error. Woods up and over, dancing feet. Dignan. That'll roll through. They make it 40. 11 the difference again, and that was a Sparks centre. Important. Dignan strong, grasping at the ball, putting it through the hoop. 41-29. They're on a roll, the Stingrays. Sparks centre. Cross court. Bounce pass. Elridge just checking a foot was in. Finishes with the goal. The Sparks reach 30. There's 2.5 minutes of play before the last break. Carlsbeck to Mallon. Quick coming through. Dignan. One-footed, grabbed the ball. Misses the shot. The ball will go the Sparks' way. Styles with the penalty. Loveday goes cross court to Mann. Mann giving it easily to Anderson. Ball pops out of Isles' hands, and there's been miscommunication. Error sees the ball fall out the side of the court. Mallon gives and goes. She knew that went in too. Little hands up in the air. Satisfaction. The Sparks. Isles always coming for that centre pass. She will be tired tonight. Anderson to Loveday. You see Isles just pointing here with the front cut, able to get in front of her player. Really great contest between her and Gorman Brown. Anderson's got it now in the midcourt for the Sparks. She's given it to Isles, who goes around the body of the player. 1 foot. Using Friday. Clearly the two know each other well. Both playing for the ANL Canberra Giants this season. And with 1 minute on the clock, the Stingrays are up over the Sparks, 42-31. Stuck for an option. There we go. Turnover. Sparks have still got it here, forcing pressure on the ball. Anderson on the edge of the court. Isles bounce pass to Elridge, into Beryl Friday. Grabs it, puts it through. Makes it 32 for the Sparks. The difference is 10. There's 30 seconds on the clock, and it's a Sparks centre. Isles to Elridge now. Stuck Isles for an option. She waits. Friday coming through. There's a throw in. Stingrays trying to score. Holding time. 11 seconds. They'll have to be quick now. Coming up the inside channel. She's trying to direct. Straight to Beatrice Dignan. They've got 5 seconds on the clock. Add another. 43-32. Stingrays over the Sparks. That's it. End of the third quarter. High fives all around. Even for the Sparks, who, despite being down by a pretty heavy difference, are still happy with their performance. Don't go anywhere. Final 15 minutes coming up of Premier League action on the Showcourt tonight. Final 15 minutes of play in the Opens competition on the Showcourt here tonight. Stingrays up 43-32. Leading by 11. Big ball up. Oh, Cara Stiles foiling the plans of the Stingrays. Lovely defence. Gorman Brown. That's the ball for the Stingrays, pushing up through the midcourt now. Dignan finding some space behind Mann at the post. Hasn't had a higher conversion rate, but has done well holding her position and attempting the shot. Friday holds onto the ball that little bit longer and it comes off the tip. Okay, Friday's got the ball at the top of the circle. Goes back to Isles. She gives it to Elridge in front. Nice shot. Carlsbeck, back to Maguire. She'll give it to Carlsbeck again. They haven't got options. All right, Dignan into the pocket. Mallon over the top. And Dignan strong in front, challenged by two Sparks players. Not phased, ball through. Makes it 45 for the Stingrays. Loveday with the centre pass. Isles to Friday. Hesitant. And Friday, Elridge, okay, Isles, Elridge. Quick work, passing. That's better play from the Sparks. Carlsbeck straight to Dignan. Looking for that option all the time now. Mallon goes over the top of the circle to Woods. There's a lot of shouting being done. It's all right. Mallon's got it. Big spinny ball. Doesn't make it in. Sparks jump on the opportunity. Stiles to Anderson. Friday's on her tippy toes with the ball. Loveday back to Friday. Isles looking to feed. Elridge another. She shot well tonight. 45-35. Been one of the standouts in a side that's down by a considerable margin. Misses straight on that rebound. Snaps for persistence and makes it 2 in a row. Stingrays looking to push up but stuck in the midcourt. They're stagnant. Dignan finds space all by herself at the back. Up and over from Friday to Loveday, and same goes to Elridge. And then through the hoop, 46-37. Woods forced back to Gorman Brown. Mallon's coming forward. She's decided to go to Carlsbeck instead. On the right-hand side of the court, Gorman Brown. Up and over, Mallon to Dignan. And she's missed, but she's tried to get it back. Sparks pick up the ball too quick. They'll continue on. Isles trying to make the best of this opportunity now. Friday Stark. Anderson. Elridge. Friday. Clutching at Stores. Although they'll get the penalty. Inside the circle. Little way out. Still attempts the shot. They'll take the advantage. Oh, they've missed it. Oh no, yeah, they are. Not sure what's happening there. All right, Sparks. Bit of confusion with the umpire's calls here. Loveday to Friday. Elridge. Strong to the post, through the hoop. 46-39. Have come back to make this a 7-goal difference, the Sparks, so they're clawing their way back. Stingrays. There's been a lot of yelling done from the bench of the Sparks, trying to direct their defenders what to do. Stingrays just holding onto the ball. Dignan. Stingrays throw in. Man first to it. Under 10 minutes left. Hands from Caristyle sees the turnover. She's made all the difference coming on, creating plenty of opportunities for the Sparks. Man, Loveday cross court to Anderson. Strong passing now. Elridge just coming in front of her player, getting a tiny bit more space. Radford straight on that intercept. Rebounds. Maguire, Mallon. Quick feet from the Stingrays. With an opportunity, securing it. 47-39. The difference is 8. Man to Loveday. Lateral to Anderson. Turnover. Isles is out of play. She can't believe it. Maguire to Woods. Carlsbeck up and over. Dignan. Oh, lovely passage of play by the Stingrays. Carlsbeck creating an opportunity, just dragging Dignan into the space she wanted her. And she just followed her eyes on the ball. Sparks defenders left behind. Stingrays moving up through the left-hand side of the court, up and over, back to the mid-court now. Maguire goes to Mallon, last effort to get rid of the ball. Woods feeds. Shooter to shooter. Up through. 49-39, the difference back to 10. Stingrays quick to score and push that lead back out. Sparks going cross-court. Elridge has popped out of the circle. Loveday to Isles. Strong hold from Radford, sees a turnover. Nice outside hand use. And stuck in the midcourt, Maguire. Mallon calling for it. She pops it up and over for Dignan, whose hands are fantastic. Able to balance the ball and keep it in play. They've just hit the 50 mark, the Stingrays. This is massive for them. A huge loss last week. And a pretty big win it looks like this week. Without speaking too soon, they're up by 11. Woods up, Dignan. Step. Sparks opportunity. Anderson straight to Friday. Stuck, up and over. Oh, outside hands again from Radford. She's been good tonight. Carlsbeck. Outside channel, coming back in now. Strong passing across the court. Maguire to Carlsbeck, feeds. Again, just dragging Dignan into the space she wanted her. (51-39). Rays on a roll. Loveday to Friday. Anderson tries to give her an option. And they'll get a penalty to the Sparks. Loveday. Cross court, Elridge, edge of the circle for a feed. Friday in front, no worries, no problems, makes it 40. Quick work from the Stingrays here. Mallon's still looking for the ball, but too close. Oh, Loveday did well to come in front of the player, but she's stepped offside. Mallon creating her own opportunities in this game. A step from Dignan. She's frustrated. Sparks ball. Styles just runs around her. Man, now to Isles. Friday working hard off the ball. Loveday. Isles now feeding. Oh. And it's just as well. Otherwise, the ball would just trickled out the edge. Elridge. Strong and confident through the hoop. 51-41. Just over 4 minutes of play. In this third round of Premier League. Oh, that didn't look good. Loveday rolling her ankle. Pretty tough. Shaking it off. Foot was out of play. Throw in Stingrays. In the circle now, Mallon, quick to Dignan. Oh, good contest between Styles and Dignan. Stingrays goal. Oh, there's a player on the ground. She's out of the contest though. Not sure what happened there. Isles top of the circle, looking to feed, goes to Loveday on the edge instead. Tries to make it a quick play, but taps the ball out. Radford with the throw-in on the baseline. Gorman-Brown chooses to go long to Woods. Carlsbeck. Mallon. Waits. Gives it to Carlsbeck. Feeds to Dignan. This is becoming easy for the Stingrays. Styles. To Friday, up and over, Radford. Hands in front. It's come off her though, which means it's a Sparks. Oh, it's progressed onto the court. Maguire pulled up for contact. Elridge takes the opportunity. Friday strong on the rebounds. She'll get her chance at goal. (53-41). Pretty quiet in the stands here. Gorman-Brown. Carlsbeck. There's a scramble for the ball. Stingrays are awarded it. First to it, Dignan. Pops over the edge of the hoop. Friday coming forward for the centre pass. Her only option really. Elridge strong, tall, through the hoop. 54-43. The difference is 11. A minute and a half on the clock. Woods chooses to go to Dignan, but Dignan's foot was out, which means the Sparks will move up the court, trying to take advantage of this opportunity here, trying to convert the turnover. Loveday. Anderson cross court. Isles, she'll go back. Man, just on the edge of the transverse line. Strong jump from Isles into Elridge. In through the hoop. 54-44, difference 10 with less than a minute on the clock. Isles now. Inside channel to Elridge. Coming back. Friday ready and waiting for the feed. Have pushed back a little. Breaking call. Sparks trying to use it. Oh. Loveday too quick to release the ball. Gorman-Brown straight on it. Stingrays. Oh, that was nasty. I hope Dignan's okay. She's just whacked her head on the post. All eyes for the ball. She's smiling at least. I hope she's all right. And Styles is checking she's okay. The two of them having a little giggle. 1 second on the clock. And that'll be it for round 3 in the Opens Premier League. The Stingrays too good tonight for the Sparks. They've beaten them 54-45. Back with a player interview in front of the camera. Poor Katie Maguire, we just grabbed her straight off the court for an interview. You must be happy with that win though.
Yeah, really happy that we came away with a win. We, fought hard, and I was really proud of the girls, and it's the first win for the season and hopefully more to come. Yeah.
So you played a really tough game last week and it was a pretty big loss. To come back like this, you must be really happy.
Yeah, I think just in training we've been working on, as a unit and one-on-one defence, and I think we worked on that tonight and we came away with a win, so it was good.
And the Sparks are always tough to play against. Did you really think that you would beat them by this much tonight?
They're always hard to contest, and we always enjoy playing UTS, so it's kind of like a rivalry, and it's great that we came away with a win, so yeah.
Yeah, we've been calling it the Tom Ugley's Bridge rivalry here tonight on Bar TV. Yep. Just lastly, a player from your team that stood out for you?
Probably behind me, Cass, the goalkeeper. I was really impressed with her and she worked really well, so yeah, MVP.
Congrats on the win and good luck for next week.
Thank you.
That finalises our coverage of the Premier League here on Bar TV tonight. Back next week at 7 p.m. with the Opens for round 4. Have a great week.